Not giving a fuck is simple. Actually, let's be honest for a second. Most of your stress isn't coming from real problems. It's coming from things you decided to care about that don't actually matter. You're overthinking conversations that are already over. You're replaying moments no one else remembers. You're worrying about opinions from people who aren't living your life. And the crazy part? You think this is normal. You think this is just how life works, but it's not. You're stressed because you haven't learned one basic skill: choosing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. In other words, you give too many fucks. Why you care too much? From the moment you wake up, you're being trained to care. Care how you look. Care what people think. Care if you're liked. Care if you're falling behind. Care about trends. Care about drama. Care about things that have absolutely nothing to do with your future. Society doesn't reward focus. It rewards reaction. And somewhere along the way, you learn that your value comes from outside of you, from approval, from attention, from being accepted. So now you care about everything, and because you care about everything, you're exhausted. Think about it. How much energy have you wasted on things that didn't matter a week later? That argument online that went nowhere. That comment that got under your skin. That moment you panicked because someone didn't reply fast enough. Did any of that actually move your life forward? No, but you paid for it anyway with your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Every fuck has a cost. Here's the part no one tells you. Your ability to care is a limited resource. You don't have infinite emotional energy. You don't have infinite focus. You don't have infinite patience. Every time you give a fuck, you're spending something valuable. So when you give a fuck about everything, you end up with nothing left for what actually matters. Your goals suffer. Your confidence drops. Your mind stays cluttered. You start chasing validation from people who wouldn't show up for you anyway. And here's the truth that might sting a little. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to be thinking about you. So why are you bending over backwards trying to impress them? You're not tired. You're overloaded. You're not burned out because you're doing too much. You're burned out because you're thinking too much. You've trained your brain to treat everything as important, and when everything is important, nothing is clear. That constant mental noise, that background anxiety, that feeling like you're always behind, that's what happens when you give your attention to things that don't deserve it. What not giving a fuck actually means. Let's clear this up right now. Not giving a fuck does not mean being rude, being lazy, being reckless, or acting like nothing matters. That's not strength. That's avoidance. Not giving a fuck is about focus. It's about deciding consciously what deserves your energy and what gets ignored. It's about cutting the noise so you can hear yourself think. When you stop caring about the wrong things, you finally have space to care deeply about the right ones. What actually deserves a fuck? Your health, your goals, your values, your growth. The people who genuinely show up for you. Everything else? Background noise? Opinions that don't align with your direction? Gossip that doesn't change your future? People who don't respect your time. They don't deserve access to your mind. How to stop giving a fuck, for real. Let's get practical. No vague motivation. No empty quotes. Here's how you actually do this. 1. Define your priorities. If you don't choose what matters, the world will choose for you. Write it down. What are the 3 to 5 things that genuinely matter in your life right now? Family, health, career, skill building, peace of mind. If something doesn't support that list, it doesn't get your attention. Simple. 2. Stop seeking validation. Approval is addictive. Likes, compliments, recognition. The more you chase it, the weaker you feel without it. Here's the rule. No one's opinion of you matters unless you give it permission. Stop checking for reactions. Stop fishing for reassurance. You don't need an audience to live a meaningful life. 3. Learn to say no. This one changes everything. If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. Stop agreeing to things out of guilt. Stop over-explaining. Stop apologizing for protecting your time. Every yes to the wrong thing is a no to something better. 4. Set boundaries without guilt. Some people drain you. Not because they're bad, but because they don't respect your limits. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your time, energy, or attention. Distance is not cruelty. Boundaries are not selfish. They're necessary. 5. Accept discomfort. People will judge you no matter what you do. So you might as well do what's right for you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them talk. Their opinions say more about them than they do about you. 6. Detach from outcomes. You can't control everything. And trying to will destroy your peace. Focus on effort. Focus on consistency. Let go of obsession over results. Do your part and release the rest. What happens when you stop giving a fuck? Your life gets lighter. You think clearer. You move faster. You stop second-guessing yourself. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. Once the junk is gone, you can finally see and use what matters. Confidence grows, not because you're loud, but because you're grounded. Clarity becomes your advantage, and that's rare. One last thing. Not giving a fuck doesn't mean you'll never fail. You will. You'll mess up. You'll face criticism. The difference is, it won't stop you anymore. You'll learn, adjust, and keep moving. Final thought. Your time is valuable. Your energy is limited. Stop wasting them on things that don't matter. Choose carefully what deserves your attention, and protect it like your future depends on it. Because it does. The next time you catch yourself stressing over something pointless, pause and ask yourself, does this really deserve my fuck? If the answer is no, let it go. Focus on what matters. And live your life lighter. Alright, that's it for this one. If this helped you see things differently, take it with you. Focus on what actually matters and let the rest go. I'll see you in the next video.